Greetings, my dear viewers. It is I, Drayhon, and welcome back to another Dungeons & Dragons character conversion. We have got another viewer request from Silver Radio. And this one I actually wanted to try to do before I did the Asgore build, but I got Asgore done before I got this one built. So, yeah, we're doing it second and not first. Thank you again, Silver, for making this request. I actually really enjoyed this build, as aggravating as it was. And there's a reason for the aggravation. I'll get to that in a moment. We are building Cryptosporidium from the Destroy All Humans franchise. The main protagonist. Protagonists. Yes, it's one character, Cryptosporidium, but there are many different versions because, according to the game's lore, he is cloned. Clone number 137 is the one we follow in the game, trying to save clone number 136. And the cloning is actually the reason why we have the stats the way we do. First and foremost, our lowest stats, strength at an 8 and wisdom at an 8. Both are our dump stats. Wisdom is our dump stat because, I managed to watch the intro and I've got to say, it's very reminiscent of a lot of stupid people I had to interact with. So, yeah, not so good in the street smarts, or normal smarts, but he is very intelligent, being the race that he is, which we'll get to here in a second. Second is going to be Constitution at a 10. It's going to be kind of modest. I would have gone a little lower, but I actually wanted a little bit of Constitution on him, because he's going to be a spellcasting class. What spellcasting class? You'll have to stay tuned to find out. Charisma is going to be our second highest score out of 14, with intelligence and dexterity being a 15, our highest stats. Crypto is a Furon, which is based off of the Grey Aliens. If you don't know what a Grey Alien is, you need to get edumacated, my dear viewers. Yes, I said edumacated like an idiot. That's kind of an inside joke in my family. Anyways, the Grey Aliens are what the Furons are based on, and this is why I wanted to take on this build, because I love the myths of the Grey Aliens. They are hilarious and a little spooky. Custom lineage will give us our necessary requirements for our Furon. Go ahead and increase your intelligence by 2. Increase it to an 18 as well, because we're grabbing the Resilience feat, which will give us proficiency in intelligence saving throws, which will be the option we choose. We're also going to grab the skill Insights. For your languages, I would say Deep Speech with Common, just because he's an alien, and he does talk to humans a lot. So, talking with humans, you're an alien race, Common and Deep Speech are the most accurate. Now, I do want to emphasize that he is a Grey Alien. He is not a little green man. Don't ever call Crypto green. You might die. Moving on to his background, he is known as a Furon warrior. Now, there isn't a warrior background, but there is a soldier background, so we're going to grab it. skills in athletics and intimidation, as well as one gaming set of choice and land vehicles. You also get the feature military rank. He is number 137 after all. For class, we're starting things off with Sorcerer. This gives us the rest of our Furon abilities, mainly telekinesis and telepathy. D6 hit die, you only get to start out with 6 hit points, which makes sense since you're only a little gray alien. You get proficiency in Constitution and Charisma saving throws, and skills in Arcana and Persuasion. Your spellcasting modifier uses Charisma, and your sorceress origin should be the Aberrant Mind, the only alien subclass that fits with what we need. You get psionic spells, Arms of Hadar, Dissonant Whispers, and Mind Sliver, which I somehow put an M in there instead of an N. Hold on 1 second. The pencil. There we go. Alright, where were we? That's right, we got Mind Sliver, Dissonant Whispers, and Arms of Hadar. We also get the feature Telepathic Speech. We get some telepathy, how nice. Very useful for a grey alien. Moving on to level 2 Sorcerer, we get Fount of Magic. We get our sorcery points now, how useful. Level 3, we get Meta Magic, Grab Quicken Spell, and Transmuted Spell. A lot of Crypto's weaponry is electronic, so electricity, so lightning damage would make the most sense for him. Maybe force, but we can't choose force. We also get some more psionic spells, Calm Emotions and Detect Thoughts. Very useful. Now we're going to go ahead and multi-class into Artificer, since we get a lot of cool toys to play with as Crypto. D8 hit die, some proficiencies in light armor, medium armor, and shields, as well as firearms. Very useful indeed. Thieves' Tools and Tinker's Tools is another proficiency that we get. Another spell casting ability is going to be for intelligence. Second level artificers get infused item. Now we need to talk about our artificer specialist. Some of the features that we get as Crypto are an electric gun, disintegration ray, a butt joke, meteor swarm, a giant worm creature, and a Venus flytrap. Oh no. Well, time to bring out the old reliable. The one piece of material that is going to help us with creating Cryptosporidium so that we have the most accurate character build possible. Exploring Eberron. That's right, we are going to go into Artificer level 3 by grabbing the Maverick subclass, which gives us arcane breakthroughs and cantrip specialist. For your arcane breakthroughs, I would recommend grabbing the Druid spell list. That's where you can add it to your breakthrough spell list and be able to choose one of those spells for each of your levels, as well as being able to choose those cantrips from that spell list with cantrip specialist, giving you access to one more cantrip. We actually talked about this in the Kaiba build. I would recommend checking it out if you want a more in-depth look at this subclass. And also make sure to check out Exploring Eberron created by the person who wrote Eberron Rising from the Last War. Yeah, that's what it was. Keith Baker wrote it, so he wrote this one and Eberron book. That means that it is perfectly safe to use. Though I do recommend that you talk with your dungeon master beforehand, since it's technically not official material, even though it is official material, created by the guy who wrote the official material. Anyways, right tool for the job is your next feature. Now, if you want something other than the Maverick, I was going to use the Battlesmith for this build, and I would recommend using that if your dungeon master does not allow the actual official material, the Maverick, from Exploring Eberron, which was created by the person who made the official material Eberron Rising from the Last War. I'm ranting, I'm moving on. Level 4 Artificer gives you a ability score improvement. Grab Charisma, making it a 16. Level 5 Artificers get Cantrip Solvent from the Maverick subclass, as well as another Arcane Breakthrough Wizard, which gets added to your Breakthrough spell list, giving you more options to choose from for your spells. Tool Expertise at level 6 Artificer, and Flash of Genius at level 7 Artificer. Level 8 Artificer, another ability score improvement, increase your dexterity and intelligence each by 1. Level 9 Artificer, another arcane breakthrough, grab the Ranger spell list. Also grab Superior Breakthrough again with Work in Progress. Very, very useful stuff here. Artificer level 10 grabs Magic Item Adept. Level 11 Spell Storing Item. At level 12 Artificer, we're grabbing a feat this time instead of the ability score improvement. Grab the feat Telekinetic. This lets your mage hand be invisible. And if you already know Mage Hand, which you should at this point, it gets an increase of a distance for 30 feet on top of its normal distance. Also, increase your intelligence by 1, making it maxed at 20. How useful of a feature is this? Okay, moving on to level 13 Artificer, another breakthrough spell list to add to your breakthrough spell list. Warlock, 14 Magic Item Servant. Level 15, the final breakthrough from your Maverick Specialist. Level 16, an ability score improvement, increase that dexterity by 2. And then finally, Arcane Breakthrough. Add the Paladin spell list to your Arcane Breakthrough spell list at level 17. Get some interesting spells from that list as well. And that is all for the actual build. Let's go ahead and move on to your spell list. For the recommended spell list from the Sorcerer, I would recommend Mage Hand, Lightning Lure, Mind Sliver, and Friends. First level, Mage Armor and Magic Missile, and for second level, Crown of Madness and Tasha's Mind Whip. For your Artificer spells, for cantrips, Shocking Grasp, Ray of Frost, Thorn Whip, and Thunderclap. Your cantrip specialist is going to give you Eldritch Blast from the Warlock spell list. Second level, Heat Metal, Enlarge Reduce, Levitate, and Enhance Ability with Flaming Spear from your Arcane Breakthrough. And I just realized I skipped first level, Catapult, Cure Wounds, and Featherfall with your Arcane Breakthrough spell being Command. Third level, Intellect Fortress and Haste, Conjure Animals being your Arcane Breakthrough. This will give us our Worm Creature, which unfortunately means we're going to have to go with a Giant Centipede, since that's the closest we can actually get, unless your Dungeon Master homebrews a special Worm Beast that's not a monstrosity. Arcane Eye and Summon Construct at 4th level. This will give us our, what was the robot's name? Willy? Billy? But either way, your Summon Construct's going to be that guy, and you'll use Enlarge Reduce to make it bigger. There you go. For your Arcane Breakthrough, Polymorph is going to be your next spell. I don't think this was actually a weapon. It may have been. If it is, someone's going to tell me in the comment section. If not, someone's still going to tell me in the comment section of the exact weapon this is. But I thought it was cool anyway. If it wasn't one of the spells, I apologize. But it was still a funny spell to grab. Another one you could do is... what would be another good one? I can't remember. We're moving on to 5th level, grab Greater Restoration. And for your Arcane Breakthrough, you want the Awaken spell. This will give us our Giant Venus Flytrap, and you can use Enlarge Reduce on it as well to make it even bigger. Alright. I hope you enjoyed, dear viewers. Thank you again, Ag Silver, for the request. I'm going to see if I can do a couple more builds from that list you gave me. But until next time, this has been Drehon, and I am offline.